Bonjour à tous et bienvenue. Vous m'avez demandé, alors ce sont des vidéos qui sont faites après le live, c'est parce que c'est des oublis. Vous m'avez demandé par exemple, une cinématique que on voit pas, par exemple, que j'avais fait rater. Enfin, c'est pas tout à fait une cinématique, une culture, enfin une discussion. Donc, autant le prendre en réaliste. Oui, on peut s'appeler JC Delton de toute façon. Et je vais également vous faire l'entraînement du jeu que voilà, parce que sur PS2 il est peut-être différent de la version PC et je ne l'ai jamais fait sur la version. Donc là,
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from
on
HQ.
va attendre que voilà.
Paul, well, yeah, remember,
Alors ça, vous l'avez
again,
vu,
I'll see you
c'est la
prior.
discussion suivante que vous m'avez fait remarquer que je ne l'avais pas interrogé, c'est tout à fait vrai.
You
Donc
just gonna stay here? There's been some activity at sea. I'm going to watch the coast. Why'd they bring you back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the Triad leaders in Hong Kong. UNATCO pulled you out. It's a long story. You better head to the statue. Which Triad was UNATCO targeting? We'll talk about that later. How was your graduation? I want to hear what happened. I wish I could have come. At the time, I could have cared less that Mom and Dad came to mine, but it was a good thing. The UN threw a dinner in honor of me, the first nano-augmented agent. I didn't know that. Guess that must be old news. Dad made a toast. I don't know if you remember his old brown suit. A toast? That doesn't sound like our father. It was hard for him in front of the diplomats, but he savored every moment. Strange how proud he could be when so much was due to our augmentations. Yes, he was proud. I believe that much. It was nice to have done something for him and Mom. I wish someone could have been there for you. I'm used to being on my own. One can be too self-sufficient, I'm coming to believe.
plus de discussion, bon, moi c'est clair. Donc, excusez-moi, je réponds en même temps à des messages qui arrivent toujours un peu tard, mais donc nous allons nous mettre à l'entraînement parce que je ne sais pas s'il y a beaucoup de gens qui l'ont fait, voilà, sur la version PS2 et puis je sais pas, j'ai jamais fait la version PC de l'entraînement, je sais même pas ce qu'elle vaut. J'avais fait la version de la PS2 il y a quelques années, donc ça
I
fait
figured
15
you'd
ans
be
que je
sick
n'y ai
of
pas
drills
rejoué,
by now.
à
Hopefully
peu
our
près.
training exercises
Allez,
will be
10 ans,
more
pas
interesting
15
than
ans,
what
ça
they've
fait un
had
peu
you
beaucoup
doing
quand
in
même,
the
ça veut dire
academy.
2011. Je jouais pas en 2011 au jeu, donc j'ai joué aux alentours de 2015-2016, donc on va dire 10 ans que j'ai pas refait
Open the
l'entraînement.
door by
Mais
highlighting it and pressing the Interact button. The Interact button uses items in the world.
The key on the desk opens encryption-based nanotech locks. When you pick it up, it will automatically be added to your keyring. Use the keyring to unlock the door and proceed to the next area.
You're going to get a lot of equipment during these exercises. Press the
peut-être que j'ai
inventory
fait la
button
version
at any
PC, mais
time to access your gear. Press the mission button to view your current
voilà.
goals and progress notes. On a typical mission, a UNATCO agent's objectives are logged electronically so that he can stay on task at all times.
On va essayer de vous faciliter un peu les choses pour ouvrir la porte, taper le code 0012. Bien, j'aime.
Now pick up a weapon and try to break open those crates. One of them's indestructible, but the others contain things you might find useful.
Je ne suis pas vraiment expert en matière. Vous allez plutôt voir avec Sam Carter pour les armes et tout.
Now pick up the lockpick and use it to open the door. Lockpicking takes time and expends the self-assembling resources of modern lockpicks. Just be patient and remember... per your training. At higher skill levels, you won't need as much time or lockpick resources to pick a lock.
The code that unlocks the keypad next to the door has been stored in that data cube. Highlight the data cube and press the Interact button to read its contents. Once you have a code, you will be able to open the door by selecting the keypad and pressing the Interact button.
Use the disposable multi-tools on the table to hack the keypad up ahead. A multi-tool's resources are finite. When a tool is depleted, it becomes useless. The manual describes other uses for the multi-tool. At higher skill levels, you'll need less time and multi-tool resources to hack a given device.
C'est marrant, on n'a que 100 points de vie dans l'entraînement.
Lying in front of you is a brave cadet who volunteered to be rendered unconscious for this next training exercise. Highlight and search him to find the key to the medical room. Afterward, pick up his body and place it on the medical table so that one of my aides can revive him once the exercise is over.
Ce qui était bien dans ces jeux d'époque, c'est que si t'avais pas envie de t'en péter à faire l'entraînement, tu faisais pas.
You can bet this won't be the last time we send you into a dark room. Turn on your light augmentation, and then find the exit on the other side. Press the augmentation button, then select the light and activate it.
You're not a mech,
I'll be
but you're
flying.
enough of a machine to need repair bots now and then. If you used up some bioelectric energy getting through the dark area, for example, this contraption can charge you back up. Congratulations, you completed phase 1. Move over the ramp into the next rooms to begin learning movement skills.
Pense
We'll
pas que
be watching
l'entraînement
you
est
through the
trop long.
cameras, like the one you can see up in the corner. In the field, remember that terrorists sometimes use cameras like this in their security grids to set off alarms and alert guards to your location. Jump across the platforms. You'll have to crouch to get under those pipes. If you fall, use the stairs to begin again.
Toujours un peu d'avance sur ces explications.
You need to go through the door up ahead, but it's blocked. Those wooden crates are too big to jump on and too heavy to lift. So use the metal crates near the wall to build steps. To pick up a crate, walk up to it so that it highlights. Then press the Interact button. To drop an item you are holding, press the drop button.
Sauf que la version PC, on ne meurt pas.
Now go up to the ladder at the other end of the room. Get close to it, look up, and move forward to climb the ladder.
Utiliser les caisses comme ça, c'est quand même... Ce qui est bien, c'est que tu peux même contourner l'entraînement. C'est vraiment une autre époque. Hein. J'aurais pas cru qu'il y ait un temps de chargement sur l'entraînement quand même.
Welcome to the combat training area. I am Günther Hermann, and I will be monitoring your progress here. We will start with weapon familiarization. Your first exercise will be to learn a little about aiming and targeting. Step up to the shooting range to the west. The targets are released by using the buttons on the counter. Release the first target and take a few shots with one of the pistols until it is destroyed. Notice the targeting reticle appears when you aim at a target. Good. If you hold your aim for a few seconds before firing, you will notice the reticle starts out wide and tightens as you hold. The longer you aim as a target without moving, the greater your accuracy will become. Release the second target and aim before shooting this time. Good work. Now proceed to the next area.
You aren't done yet.
This is a rifle range. Here, you will learn one of the ways skill level makes a difference in your accuracy. Step up to the shooting range.
J'y suis, Gunther.
The targets are released using the buttons on the counter. Release the first target and destroy it with the rifle.
Lol.
Excellent. Now we are going to raise your skill with rifles to master level. Release the second target and destroy it.
Ah putain, il fallait juste rester appuyé sur R2. Ah putain, si j'avais su.
Good work. As you can see,
Ah,
higher
ça,
skills
souvent,
give you
c'est
better
sniper,
range,
quoi.
accuracy, and effectiveness. Proceed to the next area when you are ready.
C'est grave.
Got you running the course, huh? Don't sweat it. Everybody has to do it once, even the
Bon,
special league.
voilà. Tout.
This is the demolitions training area. First you will learn to use the lamp as a proximity mine. Approach the bay window and you will see a lamp placed on the target board on the black and red wall. Press the first button next to the window and a security bot will be released. Watch as he nears the lamp. Lamps placed on the walls are proximity triggered.
Ah ouais.
This time you will place your own lamp. Take a lamp from the munitions bay and proceed to the red and black wall below.
J'ai envie de faire le débile.
Get as close to the wall as possible when you place the lamp. If you aren't close enough, the lamp will fall to the ground and detonate.
On va voir s'ils ont prévu.
Very good, Agent Denton. You may proceed to the next area for more demolitions training.
Donc t'as deux manières de faire. Hein. L'entraînement est permissif.
You'll need a few extra lamps for the demolitions area. Here, catch.
Merci.
Next you will need to breach the doors in the hallway. Throw a lamp down to the end of the hall. Once it blows, proceed down the corridor. Notice how the wooden door was destroyed and the metal and barred doors remained. Remember this for future reference. Beyond the destroyed door, you can see a damaged piece of wall you can also breach with a lamp. Try that now. Excellent. Notice that the wall is opened. Look for other weakened walls such as this, and your lamp and other explosives will allow you to breach them. Continue through that breach and on to the next section. The area beyond the door is the grenade defusing facility. Here you will learn how to remove planted explosive devices. At each of the corners of this area, you will find a lamp planted on the wall. You must disarm and remove all 4 lamps before you can proceed to the next section of training. You will need to move up to the lamp quickly and defuse it.
Ah, je suis nul. Une sur 3.
A word of warning, Agent Denton. This was a simulated experience. Real lamps will not be so forgiving. You may proceed to the next area.
C'est pas grave.
I'm here to pick up all munitions and equipment. Thanks for the cooperation, Agent.
Pour l'instant, l'entraînement se passe bien. Mais c'est l'entraînement, c'est normal. Je crois que c'est le dernier avec les robots, il me semble. De mémoire, hein, du moins. Sur PC. Si je l'avais essayé sur PC, l'entraînement, je me souviens maintenant. Voilà. Allô? Le jeu s'est endormi. Couvert. Couvert.
Now you will learn to move quietly and conceal yourself, so that you will be able to avoid a confrontation altogether. The test is simple. Get to the far north door without being spotted by the guards below. If one of them sees you, he will sound an alarm and lock the door. You blew it. The alarm just closed the north door. Return to the control room to the south and press the button in the overlook window to restart the test. This time, don't let the guards see you. Stay crouched, stay behind the crates, and stay behind the guards.
Ah oui, d'accord.
Remember, don't let the guards
Somebody's there.
see you.
A guy in
Use
cities.
the crates for cover and crouch when you move. The guards can be distracted. Pick up and throw an object near them, and they will go investigate the noise. Bottles, plants, flasks, many things will work.
We have movement here, sir.
Tu veux voir combien il y a de dialogues quand on réussit pas. Bon, allez. On va essayer, mais je crois que le jeu est permissif. Là.
What was that? Hang on, I heard something.
Always remember the 4 basic tactics to avoid detection. Crouch behind concealment. Stay behind enemies. Move slowly to avoid making noise. And use shadows to conceal
Guess it was
yourself.
nothing.
Be alert to every possibility.
D'accord, ouais. Ah oui, d'accord, on est vraiment obligé de rester camouflé le temps.
Hang on, I heard something.
Ouais, franchement, c'est très facile, hein. Sur PS2 quand même.
Very good. I hope you remember this lesson, Agent. They have assigned us to be partners, and I will not stop to hold your hand and repeat myself when we are facing a real enemy.
Version PC.
Now for the last test. You have to find a way across the river to the exit on the other side. There's more than one way to get there, depending on your approach and the skills you want to use. It's up to you. Make use of the IFF system to identify enemies. The crosshairs will highlight red, enemies, green or allies, and white neutrals.
Sur version PC, ça a été compliqué parce qu'il me cassait les jambes.
Careful around this TNT. You can pick up the boxes and move them around, but crouch to set them down. I don't want to have to reattach your arms.
Ouais, j'avoue que là-dessus. Je crois que c'est la fin.
Step up to each hologram for more info. When you're through, go out the opposite door. A deployment of UNATCO troopers is the central component of all UN peacekeeping occupations.
Hein. Les sets, hein.
The NSF, the biggest terrorist threat in the US. This national militia group thinks it is fighting the Second American Revolution. An inexpensive security bot, a favorite of third world countries and corporate security divisions. Not so mobile, but don't be fooled. We've lost plenty of agents to its well-armored assault gun. Like other bots, it's difficult to damage with ordinary bullets. This Page Industries walking turret, marketed to governments worldwide, is the workhorse of most national military forces.
Tiens, donc,
Due
il y
to
aura
the
un
heavy
passage
armor,
secret dans.
they take little damage from ordinary bullets. If you come up against a bot, you should use an EMP grenade, scrambler grenade, or some kind of explosive. Step over to the communicator. There's someone who wants to talk to you.
Ah bah, que je vais vous parler.
Manderley likes to hear which agents find this area. They're usually the ones who take terrorists by surprise in the field. Your brother Paul, for instance. All right, carry on. Don't let it go to your head.
Je sais pas si c'est sincèrement un passage secret ou après dans le jeu en me disant que c'est après.
The Coalition's new nano-augmented agents are nearly indistinguishable from the general population, except that you and your brother don't know how to smile, even for a picture.
Anna.
This is the old augmentation technology, hopefully about to be phased out. Notice the reliance on electronics and servo mechanics, a maintenance nightmare. If I had 2 credits for every repair manual that made me file in my office in the med lab...
Sufficiently impressive, and early success for the whole organization.
Thanks. You from the United Nations?
Your augmentations are a go. The real test comes next. Active duty.
I'm ready, sir.
Yes. Yes, you are.
C'est la seule fois où on est potes avec lui. Je suis assez surpris. Je pensais pas qu'il apparaissait dans l'entraînement quand même. Voilà, c'était l'entraînement de Deus Ex ainsi qu'une comment ça s'appelle, ainsi qu'une petite cinématique dans le port. Merci à vous de l'avoir suivi. Je ferai dans la foulée la conclusion et ainsi que les cinématiques que je vous présenterai. Je vous dis à plus tard et merci à vous qui suivez les rediffusions sur YouTube. Portez-vous bien.